So I'm happy to introduce the other speaker, who is also a geologist. So today is a good day because I'm a geologist as well. So we have too many geologist speakers, and I'm very happy about that. So our next speaker is Mr. Richard Price, head geologist of Lucapa Diamond Company Limited. Mr. Richard is a geologist with almost 35 years of experience in the diamond mining and exploration industry. Mr. Price has extensive experience in diamond exploration, diamond evaluation projects, and diamond mine production in Australia and Southern Africa. He worked for DBS for 21 years in a range of roles covering exploration, resource evaluation for both kimberlite pipes and tailings, and mine production. He was a geological evaluation projects manager at Jwaneng Diamond Mine in Botswana, where he managed a major resource evaluation project, and was a mineral resource manager at Kimberley Diamond Company. He has been a Lucapa for 7 years with responsibility for exploration and mineral resource management. And he's the company competent person for JOC reporting requirements. Mr. Price holds a Bachelor of Science with Honors, Exploration and Mining Geology from Cardiff University. He's the member of the Australian Institute of Mining and Metallurgy. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call Mr. Price to the stage. Welcome, Mr. Price.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to talk a little bit about Lucapa and our amazing diamonds. There we go. First of all, I'd like to start with the usual ASX required disclaimer, which people can read at their leisure later on. Basically, Lucapa, we have a number of projects around the world, assets in Africa and down under. Our main operations are at the Lulo alluvial mine in Angola. We've got the Matai mine in Lesotho. Both of those producing amazing quality, large, high-value diamonds. We've got a development project in Australia at Merlin, which is currently undergoing feasibility study. And we've got exploration projects at Brooking in Western Australia in the Kimberley area, at Merlin, in Botswana, in the Arapa area, where we will shortly be drilling. But the main focus for today's talk will be on the Lulo mine and the exploration for alluvials, and more importantly, the exploration to find the source of those alluvials in kimberlites. Angola is the fourth largest diamond producer in the world by value. However, it is significantly underexplored. As Rogerio mentioned earlier, there's been obviously long years of war and difficult investment climates there, but that's now changing. The diamond majors are back in Angola. We've been there for a long time, but we've been working very hard to develop our mines there. And the country as a diamond destination is probably one of the highest prospectivities in the world. Our concession at Lulo is a joint venture between Endiama and a private company, Rosas and Batallas. It covers 3,000 square kilometres, which for the Perth residents here is about double the urban area of Perth. So it's a massive area. And most of our effort has been in the southwest, around the Caquila Valley, where we believe there's potential for significant discoveries. The excitement at Lulo is based around these large stones. As you can see up there, over the years that we've been producing from the alluvials, we've produced some amazing diamonds. The 404 carat at the time was found in 2017, I think, and was at the time the largest. When it was cut, it was the largest flawless D-color diamond cut in the world. Last year we found 170 carat pink diamond out of the alluvials, which we understand is the largest pink diamond found for 300 years anywhere in the world. So these diamonds are quite remarkable. They're unique in the world. There's nowhere like it. And the objective is to try and find where they came from. On the alluvial mining, we've been mining there for 9 years, and as I mentioned, we've been recovering these high-value stones all along. What's key to them is that these diamonds are very large, and we believe that they haven't travelled very far from their source. They're irregularly shaped. There's no signs of abrasion on the diamonds. There's no evidence of travel, and we've been finding lots of them. Of the 190,000 carats that we've produced, 37 stones greater than 100 carats. That's the sort of level seen nowhere else at any diamond deposit, anywhere in the world. Even 2,200 plus 10 carat stones, just absolutely unique. And one of the keys to that is the high value type 2 diamonds, which are responsible for the high diamond value, and I'll tell you a bit more about type 2 diamonds, yeah. We see the picture of the 404. Type 2 diamonds are noted because they have very, very low nitrogen content, and they were defined by a guy called Evan Smith from the Geological Institute of America a few years ago. And they are defined, a subgroup of the type 2s is the clipper diamonds. They are defined by an acronym. They're Cullinan-like, so they're similar to the Cullinan diamond that's in the British Royal Jewels, the largest gem quality diamond ever found. They're large, they're inclusion poor, and both the size and the lack of inclusions is a big driver of the value of those stones. They're pure. They have very little nitrogen in them, so they have a really good color generally. They're irregular and they're resolved, which means that they have strange shapes, but that also is a sign when we see the strange shapes that are not abraded that we're close to the sources. Notable producers of these stones are the Cullinan mine in South Africa that produced the largest diamond in the world. Letseng in Lesotho, our mine, Mataya, also in Lesotho, and those two are very close together, and the Karowe mine in Botswana. Only a very tiny proportion of the world production is these type 2s, and but most of the largest diamonds ever recovered are either type 2s or from historical production have all the characteristics of type 2s. And individual stones are worth many millions of dollars. The Caquila River gravels, where we mine these amazing stones from, the gravels usually 1 to 10 meters below surface, and remarkably thin gravels, mostly around the 0.1 meter up to about 1 meter thick. The gravels are very immature, geologically immature, which means that there is no sign of major concentration of diamonds in those gravels. And the soft bedrock with little topography also generally precludes massive concentration of diamonds. The clast and the gravel indicate a local source, so it's likely that the these gravel deposits have not trapped many of the diamonds that were flowing through this river system, and a large proportion of them have already been washed away, and we're only seeing a small proportion of what is left. So we want to find the source of the diamonds. So we are, and the benefits of mining kimberlite, or finding the final source against the alluvials, is that the kimberlite sources generally are much larger. They can be mined with much more conventional open pits, whereas the alluvials, you're constantly having to remove lots of overburden to get to the thin gravel. A kimberlite mine will have a much longer life, much better defined resource. And some of these mines, such as the ones in Botswana or Arapa, have been mining for 40 to 50 years. And there was basically no waste stripping for Arapa for the first 20 to 30 years of mining. And some of these mines, like Cullinan, have been mined for 120 years and is currently claimed to still have another 50 years of life. So the scale of a kimberlite mine over an alluvial mine is much greater. So our project to discover the primary sources, we flew a magnetic survey over the tenement area early in the life of the program, and we identified over 560 geophysical anomalies. You can see on the plan there the little dots, the little blue patches, which indicate the high magnetic susceptibility, and those are the kimberlites. There's a massive number of kimberlites there. There's probably no project in the world where finding the kimberlites has been so easy. We've drilled about 150 of the 560 anomalies, and 132 of those have turned into kimberlite. So about an 80% success rate. What's obviously key to this is that most of these kimberlites are either directly under or very, very close to the alluvial deposits. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to work out where the diamonds are coming from, that the diamonds in the alluvials are coming from these kimberlites. Okay, so how do we find out whether the kimberlites have diamonds in? We've got a map of the kimberlites shown there, and also it highlights where we've bulk sampled. So the way of finding diamonds in the kimberlites is to take large bulk samples. Our samples are generally around 2,000 cubic meters each, and you can see what that looks like in the photograph at the bottom. And we worked through these. We did about 10 of them in the early stages of the program, but in 2022 we commissioned a bulk sample plant dedicated for the kimberlite program, and since then we've sampled 16 of an initial program of 24 targets, and we're continuing with that program at the moment. We're looking, our target areas at the moment are the areas right down in the southeast, and we're quite excited about those particular targets, and we'll be releasing results on those hopefully in the not too distant future. The results that we've got so far, of the 26 kimberlites that we've sampled to date, 13 of them have proven diamondiferous, with a remarkably coarse average stone size. Our L164 target produced 2 15-carat diamonds. That's unheard of at this stage of a diamond program. They're mostly the type 2A clipper diamonds, and the grades in 164 are economically interesting. We will certainly project move that forward down the prospecting pipeline. But we don't believe that what we found there is enough to explain anywhere near all the diamonds in the alluvial deposits. The grades in most of the rest of the pipes are really low. So we believe that there are additional and richer deposits still to be identified in our program. So the next steps for the program, we want to complete our currently defined bulk sampling program. We want to take the results that we receive and the ones the pipes that have the best results, and go and look for other deposits, other pipes that have a similar geological features, and we'll go and target those. We'll take some more samples at L164 and use that to assess the economic potential, and we'll also take more samples from the other pipes that we highlight along the way. And we will continue making more additional kimberlite discoveries and putting those ready for bulk sampling as well. So in conclusion, the results today show that we've got diamondiferous kimberlites in the area. The diamonds that we are recovering from the bulk samples from the kimberlites are similar in type and size to what we're finding in the alluvials, so we're pretty confident that these pipes are linked to the alluvials. But the results we've had so far don't explain everything that we see in the alluvials. While L164 is interesting, we believe that there are bigger, richer pipes out there that we will unearth during our program going forward. I think another key point for a small company that we are is that the fact that we've got the alluvial mine has allowed us to advance the project much further than would normally be the case for a small junior company. Diamond exploration is expensive and it's slow, and it's the funding from the alluvials that have allowed us to advance as a small company on our own as far as we have. I guess the key is the answer is now closer than ever, and we're now at the real business end of the project where we're going to see major advances over the next few months. Thank you very much.